Alright, I'm gonna show you how to do the merge glitch on GTA 5 Online. What I show you that you need a modded RC Bandito, and all you're gonna need to do to get that, you're gonna need to put the car, a modded car that you want, like the mods, like on. Like in this case I chose red, that's why I have all these red cars. So all you have to do is put the red, like the car, it doesn't really matter. You put it here, you get out of the car, you run up to this, like belly up to it, you press right, you like request a job from like Simeon, like you request a job from Simeon, and then you go to the job, he'll send you a job, you go to your like contact list, just say that this is a job from Simeon. You're going to hold start, and then when you release start, you're gonna have to like immediately click X right after you release start. It takes a little bit of timing, but it works. And then you're going to go to jobs. So like just act like I did it. I went to jobs, online, jobs, quick play, Rockstar created, missions, titan of a job, and you're gonna want to make titan of a job. And as soon as you get to titan of a job, you're gonna want to spam right D-pad as soon as you back out of it. You have to wait till as soon as you get into titan of a job, the loading screen, you're gonna press circle X, or if you're on Xbox, you're gonna press BA. And then after you get and then it should be modded after you try it a couple of times. So after it's modded, you're gonna want to need an X80 Proto. It doesn't matter what type of X80 Proto it is, as long as it's an X80 Proto. You're gonna want to need the modded RC Bandito that's over there. You're gonna want to need the car that you want the mods on. I just grabbed this car off the street just for the purpose of this video. So I'm gonna show you guys what to do. So what you need to do is get in your X80, press right on the D-pad to modify. Get in.
What's up? What can I do?
You want to get out, exit the vehicle, and then the door will fall off every single time that you exit your X80. Like in here, the door will fall off every single time. I don't know why. It's some like weird glitch. And now you're going to need to do, you want to put your door on, or your mechanic on this door. So you're going to want to go over to your mechanic. I'm trying to keep it straight so I can do this quickly. Line it up, maybe like that. You're going to push the door to the mechanic will get on the door, and you're going to want to try to push the mechanic. Oh wait, this is what I do not like about this, because look, now we stuck up there. Every single time I do that, that always happens. Alright, he's back on. Hopefully this will work this time. Push him away from the red thing, because the red thing, alright, I got him back on. Now we're going to need to do, push him over. I recommend by pushing him over by the passenger side over here. I don't know why. I just what I do all the time. You're gonna want to position him like right here by the back rear wheel. And then what you need to do is return your X80, return to storage, press left on D-pad. And you'll notice that your door's still missing, but no big deal. It'll come back later as soon as you go back. Now you're gonna need to do, make sure your mechanic is still there. So he's still there on my screen. You're gonna want to go over to your car that you want the mods on, modify it, and I'm pretty sure this will push the mechanic to the right a little bit. Yep, it did. Alright, now what you're gonna need to do when you're testing it, you're gonna want to make sure that when you walk, you like get stuck in between, so the mechanic is like blocking you from getting inside the car or getting past the car. So if I do that, it does it for me. So if he doesn't, or if he's too far away, all you gotta do, like if he's like too far away or too close, all you're gonna need to do is just get your X80 Proto, and then put the X80 Proto to modify the X80 Proto again, and then that'll put the door back on it. That's why I've said that you don't need to worry about the door being off. Now what you're gonna need to do, you're gonna want to request a job from, I suggest Ron or Gerald, because those are the two ones that I always use.
Hey, what's up?
I usually use Ron, my main one.
No problem.
Now you're going to need to go to your modified RC Bandito, press right on D-pad to modify it, and then back out of the RC Bandito workshop. This is just to grab the mods, like, so now the mods are on your player, and now you're gonna need to, I suggest retiring from, if you're in a CEO or a motorcycle club, because if you're in a motorcycle club or a CEO, if you mess up the glitch, then Lester is just gonna send you a bunch of like Bogdans or prison break heists. So now what you could try is you could try to see if you get blocked by the mechanic, and if like the mechanic is like too close and you walk and then your character walks around your mechanic, you're just gonna have to stand right here when you press, and then you're gonna need to press triangle, quickly pull up your Ron or Gerald mission, and then you want to hold it up, hold start, let go, and then press X, and then you're gonna need to hold left on the D-pad. So I'll show you how to do it. Alright, so now you're gonna make sure you have it, and then press triangle. It starts walking, go to Ron. Hold left on D-pad. He goes into the car. Let it roll a little bit. Let go while still holding left D-pad, and that was a failed attempt, so I am going to back out of the job. You'll notice that you sometimes spawn inside the car, but all you have to do is walk out of the car. Now every time you get in the car or join a mission, you're gonna want to get your mods back on, because it takes the mods off your player. I'm just gonna try it right here, so because I was kind of like late because I thought he was a little too close, because my character started walking this way, and then at the last second he turned this way and then started walking that way. So I'm just gonna start right here, so it makes sure that he walks right there. Make sure the Ron message is still there.
Look out.
Hold left on D-pad. You'll notice that you never want to let go of left on D-pad when you're in the car in this menu, because it'll kick you out of the car. Now I'm just gonna let it go a little bit, and then you're gonna keep holding left on D-pad, but press circle while still holding it. And now it has mods on it. You'll see that it has a little bit of mods on it when you go. Now I'm in the car and I need to walk out of the car, and I am stuck in the car, I think. No, I'm not. Alright, and now you'll see that you have a modded car. You're gonna need to get in the car, go to modify it.
What are we doing then? What's it going to be?
I'll notice that your mechanic is still in the same spot. I'll go change the plate or something, since that's the cheapest option to change on your car all the time. And now you have a new modded car. There are other ways that you could do it where people say like you need like one car and then a big like SUV or something, where you put the SUV on top of the car in there with the whole Faggio thing, and that seems a little too complicated for me. But might I say that that glitch, you can put any like